is Karim Benzema, who is the focus of attention. Never scored at a European Championship. Now his third European Championship. This with the opportunity to draw France level just before half-time. Another big penalty call. It's Benzema who makes it 1-1. Two huge penalty calls by Antonio Leao, and Cristiano Ronaldo's goal for Portugal cancelled out now by Karim Benzema in the wilderness for France for the best part of 5 years, but given the nod again by Didier Deschamps and responding with the equaliser.
Yeah, it's not a penalty for me. I think the referee should have gone over and checked the screen. Having said that, still needs to put it in the net, and it's interesting. Can't see this, but Pepe goes up to Rui Patricio and says, I told you he was going to put it that way. Real Madrid teammates for years, of course. But it's 1-1, it's game on. France, for me, very, very fortunate. Two dubious penalties, you would have to say.
Will that change the dynamic of the game? France behind and seemingly going nowhere, now level. It was a terrific contest before Portugal went in front. Portugal then began to dominate matters, but France given a huge lift just before the interval. And the position at the top of the group changes as a consequence.
Well, this is no surprise. There's dialogue there. As long as it's respectful dialogue, that's absolutely fine. But you can understand the frustration. Because for me, every game of football that I've ever seen, if you're going to give penalties for that kind of infringement, then you're going to be giving penalties, lots of them, every game, or free kicks for that matter.
Fernando Santos not afraid to speak his mind. He was suspended by FIFA during the World Cup when he was in charge of Greece. Dismissed from the technical area after they'd drawn with Costa Rica and lost out.
He looks confident. Oh, wow. That is as tight can be. Take that out of the equation, you see the flag go up, but what a finish that was. They'd looked so solid, Portugal, in that first half. Very unlucky with the awarding of a penalty, I believe. But one straight ball, a run from Karim Benzema.
Souhaitons que ce soit pas trop grave pour Lucadine qui se touchait devant la cuisse, et là c'est mauvais. Hein. C'est le quadriceps, c'est le muscle de la frappe.
Jean-Pierre Papin le disait, il fait très chaud encore. Hein. Il fait très chaud à Budapest, 30 degrés dans cette soirée. Jean-Pierre Papin le disait l'autre fois, on se blesse beaucoup plus musculairement dans la chaleur que dans le froid.
Je sais pas, il n'est pas content, Lucas Digne, je sais pas pourquoi. Alors bien sûr qu'il est déçu de se blesser, mais il semble râler. Vous voyez,
Kanté avec Varane, Koundé.
Ouais, Rabiot, il semble se positionner dans une défense à 4.
C'est ça.
Ouais, il va prendre le poste de latéral en étant. Regardez, il se projette déjà. Oh là.
Et Benzema Festival, pris là par Semedo.
Qui réussit à toucher ce ballon. Elle était bien partie cette action, Christophe. Comme vous dites, hein, il y a de la variété dans le jeu français, mais surtout des.
He does that a lot, you know, Renato Sanchez, one of the best strengths of his game. As we see Semedo recovering, poke the ball away. He uses his body well, Renato Sanchez. It's his body between man and ball. Strong.
He has been a success for Portugal in this game.
I think the shuffle means that Tolisso playing right back now. Koundé has moved in alongside Varane as a central defender. Looks like Kimpembe has gone to left back.
Deschamps just occasionally has changed things for France, gone with a back three, but on rare occasions. Sanchez. Luis happy to take charge. Getting there ahead of Varane. Done by Ronaldo. Helped away by Koundé. Benzema. First time that he scored a penalty against Rui Patricio. He scored a penalty in a friendly win for France against Portugal back in October 2014. It was Fernando Santos' first game in charge of Portugal, having replaced Paulo Bento at the start of European Championship qualifying. Portugal losing their first game at home to Albania before Fernando Santos got the call. And Portugal showed at the last European Championship that they sometimes do it the hard way. Were on their way out of the competition when they trailed 3-2 to Hungary in a game in Lyon. It was a fixture that ended 3-3. An assist and 2 goals for Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal making it through to the knockout and winning just once in 90 minutes in the tournament, and that was against Wales in the semi-final. Extra time against France in the final before Eder struck.
Well, something needs to change for Portugal, either here or in Munich, or else they're out. Kabul.
Jamoutinho. Paulinho. Ronaldo guilty of taking his eye off the ball.
It looks as if that change was a temporary one, because now Rabiot has dropped in at left back.
Benzema, found by Rabiot. France throw.
They're in control now, aren't they? They've got Portugal just where they want them. There's no need to panic just yet for Portugal, but they will have an eye on the other game. And the longer this goes and the situation remains the same, the more risks they're going to have to take. Portugal, they're up against a team who can probably expose teams that take risks better than most.
Won by Nelson Semedo. Paulinho. Another big leap by Cristiano Ronaldo. Brown is claiming that it should be a France throw. Ronaldo eager to get on with the game. Jamoutinho. Now Ronaldo. Handball against Koundé, and it's been given. Penalty. Ball striking Jules Koundé on the hand, and the arm in an unnatural position.
Oh.
There can be no argument.
No, defenders know. Days gone by, they may have got away with that, but not now. They know the rules. You cannot have your arm that high. If it hits it, you will be penalised. This doesn't even need VAR for that, does he, the referee?
Here we go again. Cristiano Ronaldo against Hugo Lloris. Who plays the mind games?
Well, they're making him wait. You can understand it. Feeling that the longer they make him wait, the less focus he'll be. But Cristiano Ronaldo, he just simply never loses focus.
If Ronaldo scores here, he matches up international goals record of 109. More importantly tonight, it gets Portugal level. Was there ever going to be any doubt? Two from the penalty spot for Cristiano Ronaldo, and Portugal are level.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but he hadn't scored against France before, had he? To score a couple penalties, enormous pressure, and that's the focus, the routine that I was talking about. Never, ever, any day that. Congratulations to him, by the way. Is simply sensational. 109.
Extraordinary goal-scoring record, extraordinary career, and still he goes on at the age of 30. Is anything going to stop the realms of possibility that should he claim it with a hat-trick? Time to go. He's 14 goals, that he's record goal scorer in the European Championship finals. 40 in total, if you include qualifying. To be the dominant figure when fired.
I'd be fascinated to see how and Portugal mentally, as things stand, they will be the top two.
João Paulinho with a free kick. Guerrero, the one in the Paris suburbs. Sanchez. Silva. Nelson Semedo taking on Rabia. At left back for France.
Once again, he's in an unnatural habitat, but he has a little kick and doesn't get the ball. Gets Semedo. It is the free kick.
João Moutinho pointing the way.
Wow. I'm struggling for words, to be fair. That is a world-class player.
Rabia. It's all change in Munich. Hungarian spectators have gone quiet because Germany have equalised through Kai Havertz.
The supporters of England will have a keen eye on this table. So far at different stages they've been playing every one of the four in this group.
João Moutinho. Here's Ronaldo. João Paulinho.
Here is that goal, Tony. Germany level.
Yeah, Matt Hummels gets the header back across goal. Big mistake from the goalkeeper. And Kai Havertz will never score an easier international goal.
Germany 1, Hungary 1.
Ball sprung away off João Moutinho. And And the ripple of applause is growing into a rumble and is now growing into a roar. Andreas Schäfer has now put Hungary back in front in Munich.
Here's why, Tony, that roar is because Hungary are back in front.
Well, it's just quite amazing. Manuel Neuer makes a decision to come. I'm not sure why, but it's a costly mistake, and Schäfer puts him back in front.
What a roller coaster. 2-1 Hungary.
All change again in Group F. It has been an extraordinary night.
It has. Extraordinary games in the earlier games as well. Been a fantastic UEFA European Championship so far. Long may it continue.
Pogba. Rabiot. Now Griezmann. Griezmann. Mbappe. Flick almost paid off for him. Mbappe again. Pep stands firm. He is very much Portugal's leader in defence, Pep, the 38-year-old now.
Beautiful pass again. Griezmann at the heart of most of what is good about France attack-wise.
Kingsley Coman. Griezmann. Rabiot thought about the shot. Benzema. Pogba. And onto the post by Rubel. And what a wonderful recovery by the Portugal goalkeeper to keep out Griezmann. Magnificent goalkeeping. And Pogba again to have a go, and this time wide. That was fantastic by Rui Patricio.
Oh, take a bow. Rui Patricio, we wax lyrical about goals when they find the back of the net, but that is good a save as you see. It really is. It must stink when that leaves. It's in. He's given France the lead, but Rui Patricio, having none of it, not only does he make the first save, gets to his feet and claws away. He's at full stretch. Truly magnificent. Do not tire of watching that.
And the bounce then to get back onto his feet and to keep up. They get that expression.
When it left his boot, he's been thinking about turning away and celebrating before it reached the goal. It was that good.
Breathtaking.
It's been a breathtaking evening. And again, as things stand, that save might be the thing that keeps. Because if France score at the moment, Portugal go back to the bottom and they're out. Remarkable.
Here's Ronaldo taking on Rabiot. Pogba. Group F winners, Budapest. Ball by Renato Sanchez. Portugal poised to make a further change, having brought on João Paulinho already at half-time. Varane. Coman. And again by Griezmann. And it's easy for Rui Patricio. What a stunning save it was by Rui Patricio. Another of those who's certainly been around the block in terms of the European Championship. First time that he's featured at the Championship. Same as João Moutinho. Same as Pep. Cristiano Ronaldo were his 5th Championship. João Paulinho. Slipping the ball through Pogba's legs. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Paulinho.
He just got a bit carried away. He did some brilliant work in that midfield area a few seconds ago. But is he the difference? Is he the reason Portugal are still in this tournament? A remarkable effort. It just gets better every time you watch it, quite frankly. I didn't really paid too much attention to this one, but that was travelling, that was flying into the far corner as well.
So Bernard Silva is about to go off. Bruno Fernandes coming on in his place. And there's a run out as well for Ruben Neves. First appearance at the finals, taking over from João Moutinho. Benzema. Away by Ruben Diaz. Trying to give Ronaldo something to chase. 3 penalties. First time ever that 3 penalties have been scored in the European Championship in one game. Possession still 50-50.
Yeah, it's not much to choose between them, and in terms of the scoreline, nothing to choose between them, and it's probably about right.
Whipped in by Mbappe. Was one of Portugal's stars at the European Championship in 2016, Rui Patricio. Important save from Jakub Błaszczykowski in the 5-3 win over Poland in the quarter-final in the penalty shootout. Interesting, you mentioned the defeat that Portugal suffered against Germany back at the World Cup in 2014 when they lost 4-0, and Rui Patricio was injured during that tournament. That was the opening game of the tournament. And what an outstanding goalkeeper he is, approaching 100 appearances for his country now.
I haven't gone, I'm just taking a breath here. It's been exhausting watching it. It's been quite a remarkable game for many different reasons. It's not over yet either.
No.
That's the Benzema goal, and that's the reason that it was given onside. Timed his run beautifully, and more than that, finishing doesn't get any more precise than that.
Ignored completely by his French teammates. They were as convinced as anybody else that he was going to be ruled offside. The virtue of VAR, the benefit of VAR. Griezmann, found by Comer. Shot was struck against Nelson Semedo.
I think there's another goal in this game, you know. At the very least, another glorious opportunity for one of these two. Too much talent out there for there not to be.
Up done by Benzema. Coleman to cross. Eased away by Ruben Neves. Rabiot doing his best to hold off Bruno Fernandes. Nelson Semedo feeling the strain. Mbappe happy to give him a helping hand. It's an exhausting schedule. It has been an exhausting night.
Yeah, it's the heat as well. That's why you see this cramp. See there, Ruben Neves getting back in to help his defence. Again, reminding everybody, if France score, Portugal are going home. If things stay the same, we're on a knife edge here. At least if you're France, you've got the luxury of knowing that you're in the round of 16 regardless. But at the moment, they sit top. They're the ones with a preferable draw.
Just making the point. The Portugal bench that he thinks it would be wise to take Nelson Semedo off. They can't afford to have anybody out there running on empty. Or not running on empty. Going to be Diogo Dalot, who has recently featured for Portugal in the European Under-21 Championship. Adaptable defender who can play as a right back, can play as a centre half. He's been in Italy with Milan on loan from Manchester United. Late call to the squad because João Cancelo was ruled out, having been tested positive. So what a game to be thrust into. It's his senior international debut for the 22-year-old. Portugal reached the final of the European Under-21 Championship. They were beaten by Germany. Final group games were played back in March in Hungary and Slovenia. Final was held after the quarter-final were held at the end of May and the start of June. And that need to get development to 17, under 19, under have been very successful as Spain and the recent past. Get them into the system, get them used to the system, and senior. Portugal do? Do they confident that they will go through behind for a third goal?
It's difficult. They really do. I mean, they have to feel that Germany may equalise.
So Sanchez. João Paulinho, who perhaps has a bit more video, who he replaced at half-time.
He's slightly more forward-thinking, isn't he? He still gets around the pitch and breaks the play up. He's a bit more forward-thinking once he's on the ball, maybe.
Coleman. Conte. Hearing now of another goal in Munich. And it's Germany who have equalised. Goretzka, who was absent at the start of the tournament because of injury, has appeared off the bench and has got Germany's equaliser. So all change again in Group F.
Yes, from oblivion to second place and a date with England.
Well, the first shot comes in, blocked, then Goretzka finds a small gap, and it's all changed.
Germany 2, Hungary 2.
Varane. Kimpembe. Now Pogba. Griezmann. João Paulinho. Kimpembe's challenge.
That is such
Portugal's free kick and Kimpembe's yellow card.
It's a silly challenge, really. Unnecessary. Overly aggressive here. Cannot go through the back of a forward like that. Get away with it.
Kimpembe, one of those very much on the periphery for France during European Championship qualifying. Started just one of their 10 fixtures. Dalla well forward. Here's Ronaldo. Conte just overran the ball. France looking to complete the set. FIFA World Cup winners. Farage. Knocked away by Varane with Diogo Jota threatening.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant run. Puts the ball into the only area that he can that will threaten France. Unfortunately, teammates couldn't keep up with Bruno Fernandes.
Approaching the final 5 minutes in Budapest. There's been such an ebb and flow to this fixture. Farage. Here's Pogba. Benzema. Pogba again. France happy to play keep ball. Carmen on his way. Benzema in the middle. France not committing too many forward. Griezmann was never over the shot. Head was up. Wasted opportunity for France.
Yeah, he picks him out beautifully, waits for support. Kingsley Coman. It's Griezmann that arrives, but it's a difficult skill. To be fair, Ruben Neves charges out at him to put him under pressure. It's not the best, and it is going to be the last involvement of Antoine Griezmann.
Issa Sissoko replaces Antoine Griezmann. And Sergio Oliveira is coming on for Portugal. Renato Sanchez about to make way. Impressive contribution from the start for the first time at the championship from the 23-year-old.
He's played well, he's had a good evening. Renato Sanchez may have played his way in from the start of the next game too.
Sergio Oliveira back in the international fold at the back end of last year after a 2-year absence. Excellent season with Porto. Through to the quarter-final of the UEFA Champions League before they bowed out to the eventual winners Chelsea. Five goals in the Champions League, 20 in total. Different type of player to Renato Sanchez.
Well, you can see now Portugal very happy to keep it, and evidently France happy to let them, because they're both in a strong position if things stay the same for the last 2 minutes plus the added time.
Group winners go to Budapest to take on one of the third-place nations. The runners-up in this section go to Wembley to take on England.
That might be the Hungarian supporters impatient, but you can understand what Portugal are doing here. They know that a point is enough.
Kingsley Coman. Diogo Jota with the interception. Calm it down, steady. That's the cry from Didier Deschamps. Sissoko. First appearance at the finals for Moussa Sissoko, was a regular during European Championship qualifying. It was during a spell when his club team, Tottenham Hotspur, got to a UEFA Champions League final. Shows how long ago that qualifying for Euro 2020 started. Held up for 12 months because of the COVID pandemic. Rabiot, 5 additional minutes we're to have at the end of the 90. Sissoko. Now Conte. Pogba. Rabiot. That's an issue for Didier Deschamps before the next fixture, the round of 16. Coleman. Now, has it been brought down? France certainly think so. Senor Leoth decides otherwise.
Well, it was a clumsy challenge by Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well, it's a foul. There's no question. Stands on the back there. That's why Kingsley Coman is in pain. Question is it inside the area? Will VAR have a look at it even? It's accidental. I don't think he means to stand on Kingsley Coman.
Coman inspecting the damage. No further action thought necessary. Well, there is a check going on. No word as yet whether or not it has been resolved. Check over.
Couldn't be a fourth penalty, could there?
It's a beautiful through ball.
So it's Germany for England. 2-2 things are. We're not yet done, as Portugal and France stand off at 2-2.
It's been going on in Munich, where that has ended now. So it is panic over for Portugal. But it has been absolutely fascinating, and you have to say Hungary have gone down. It's been a glorious failure by them. The nation will be proud of those footballers. Shouldn't even come close, should they, really? They gave, well, at various points, maybe all of them, a scare.
Against Portugal it was 0-0 until, what, the 83rd, 84th minute, and then Portugal struck 3 times a deflected goal. Rafael Guerrero's shot going in with the help of a deflection. 2 for Cristiano Ronaldo, has helped himself to 2 more. 2 from the penalty spot tonight. Big questions asked about whether or not Portugal should have had their first kick. No doubt about the second one, a handball by Jules Koundé. And then Karim Benzema equalising in first half stoppage time. Wouldn't quite fall for Ronaldo. He was ready to swing a leg at that as it came down. Instead, it's Jules Koundé who's been caught.
Well, he's brave. Neves again makes a run. It needs defending, but as it drops again, Ronaldo anticipating where it might fall. Koundé. Actually, it was Oliveira, wasn't it? Not Ronaldo. Ronaldo was the other side. Oliveira has a swing. Koundé very, very brave.
Well, it's honours even in Budapest. It means that France and Portugal progress to the round of 16, but that doesn't tell half the story. Cristiano Ronaldo from the penalty spot putting Portugal in front. Karim Benzema with his first goal at the European Championship, equalising from the penalty spot for France, and then putting France in front early in the second half, only for Ronaldo to strike again with his second from the spot. It means that he draws level with Ali Daei on 109 international goals, one short of the world record. These two teams all smiles. They've done what they needed to do. They are through to the round of 16, but it also needed a wonder save by Rui Patricio to keep out Pogba and Griezmann, and to keep it at Portugal 2, France 2.
Karim Benzema there has been collecting shirts and goals all night long. That's another one for the collection. He's just taken, I think, off Pepe. Ronaldo's at half-time. Two apiece then. I think we've almost got to where we expected to be tonight, but despite the fact that Hungarians have put in a mighty performance in Germany. Twice led, twice were qualifying, and Germany were going out until the equaliser. And it's Germany who travel to Wembley next Tuesday to play England, almost inevitably. France finish top, Germany second, Portugal, our holders, finish in third, and it's Hungary, who I have to say I do feel enormously disappointed for tonight, because they were enormous in Germany. They go out.
Disappointed because England has to face them?
No, for Hungary themselves, really. I thought they were terrific tonight. Yeah. They've had every man, woman and dog in Germany sweating.
They were running on empty, Richard. They put so much into those 3 games. They were absolutely on the last legs. And you do feel some sympathy with them. They put so much into it. But isn't it just like Germany?
Round
Even
of 16.
Not at their best.
Wales played Denmark, as you can see. It's Austria for the Italians, Jan. Netherlands, Rudy. Czech Republic, lying in wait for you. Belgium, Portugal. What a prospect that is, yes. Spain, who qualified earlier and came alive in the tournament for the first time, will play Croatia. It's France, Switzerland, England, Germany.
Of course.
Sweden
of course.
And of course, Ukraine.
Penalties.
Well, I was going to say, you know what happens, don't you? You can call it now. Tomorrow night, we have a group stage review on air at 2000 Mecca on Max 3. And Friday, our preview of the round of 16. Again, Friday, 2000 Mecca on Max 3. What a night, what a roller coaster. I think at different times tonight, Portugal, Germany, Hungary were all out, weren't they?
Yeah, I think the only team that wasn't in that group was France.
First game in Euro Championship history, outside of a shootout, to have 3 penalties awarded. Everything and more happening tonight, and we'll round it up in just a moment.
The first, the last, then the absence. Nostalgia, blues, and memories.
We played the greatest match ever and the greatest place.
The wait,
tennis, you know.
The impatience, then finally the return. The history. the prestige, the emotion. Wimbledon, 28th of June to the 11th of July, only on beIN Sports.
Summer Offers are here to give you the best deal to watch UEFA Euro 2020 and Copa America